Junior X30 next. We're going to be alternating now between classes in terms of juniors and seniors. So it's groups A and E there, and X30 senior. Now it's groups A and E and X30 junior. Some of these drivers could be their last heats now. Pole position, Lachlan Robinson. Thanks for joining us on the live stream. The Iame International Final here at Le Mans, myself, Chris McCarthy, Bruno van der Stick. As you can see, as you can probably tell by even just looking at the pictures, conditions very good. Probably the best they have been all weekend. It's getting warmer and warmer, expected to be even warmer tomorrow. We're in the mid-20s degrees Celsius today and for also tomorrow as well, but it feels even warmer than that. Certainly sat in those carts, it's going to feel probably twice as hot for the drivers, but they're getting ready to go for this one. That's the dummy grid, the pre-grid, as others may know it by. Lachlan Robinson is on pole position. Sami Megatunev alongside. Two Staumans and Alessandro Serenetti will be on the second row. Sami Megatunev was 31st place, I think it was, coming into today in terms of points in the heats. And a good result earlier saw him climb up the order. So as of this morning, Sami Megatunev was 31st in the points. Lachlan Robinson was 4th. Of course, they've all had a heat since then. Two Staumans was in 13th place with Alessandro Serenetti in 16th place. But there's still more heats to come later, which will probably affect those positions, and they can of course affect them themselves, whether it be in a positive or negative way. All they'll be hoping for now is just the best results possible when we get to this stage. But sometimes the Saturdays at these events, of course we've been here all week, drivers have been here from as early as last Friday setting up, then to practice through Saturday, Sunday, Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday was qualifying. Thursday and Friday we've had heats and more heats today. When there's 453 drivers, it does take quite a long time to get through all the heats. You hear me talking about the classification in terms of points for the heats. 33 drivers, the top 33 drivers in points will go straight through to the A final on Sunday. There will be a pre-final, pre-A final and an A final. They'll go straight through into that. One more will qualify from the B final. Now the B final will consist of the drivers from 34th to 68th place, but only one driver through, which is unusual to most. Usually in the repechage races or the B finals, you have 4 to 6 at least go through, but to have just one go through is going to make that race pretty interesting. That is how they always do it here at the Iame International Final. So you've not only got, if you are in the B final, you really need to be within the top few spaces. It's quite rare that you'd find someone come from near the back of a B final to win, but you never know. There will be some big names in that as well, with 134 drivers here. We then have the drivers from 69th, I believe, back to outside the top 100, going to a C final, and unfortunately from 102nd place down do not make it into the A, B or C final. So some drivers today, this could be their last day on circuit. But drivers getting ready. Let's run through the full grid then. I think I've waffled on for long enough about points and so on. Lachlan Robinson, Sami Megatunev, row 1, two Staumans and Alessandro Serenetti, row 2, Dick Yu and Konstantin Reich, row 3, Liam Hesmans and Daniel Traeger, row 4, Alex Walker and Cesar Christiansen, row 5. There is just a bit of a delay as we have a few carts that are being recovered. One we couldn't get on the recovery vehicle and is currently being pushed back by the Marshall team here. Oriol Herrera and Evan Millet, row 6, Luca Nurmi and Matteo Michelotto, row 7, Georgi Dimitrov and Vlad Lomko, row 8, Alex Brown and Alessio Fagione, row 9, Christian Wilcombe and Alexander Hartwig, row 10, Alessandro Tudiska and Enzo Giuli, row 11, William Nicolou and Roman Tunon Garcia, row 12, Noah Maton and Senna Eckers, row 13, and it's Mattia Ngolfo, Tom Uzan, row 14, Yami Hyman and Ioannis Lancis are row 15, Josh Torpy and Miro and Meyer are row 16, Benjamin Guth and Sergio Rodriguez, row 17. Bruno.
Oui, top départ dans un petit instant pour les X30 juniors et de nouveau bienvenue sur ce circuit international de karting du Mans, toujours sous le soleil. Les toutes dernières apparitions pour certains peut-être, le but étant naturellement de se qualifier pour les finales dans la perspective du programme pour demain. Lachlan Robinson et Sami Megetunif seront les pilotes de la première ligne de la grille de départ. Sami Megetunif qui a été brillant vraiment à l'occasion de la manche de ce matin pour revenir bien sûr sur ses performances, et Dieu sait qu'il est encore capable de nous convaincre par de nouvelles très belles performances pour la suite de ce week-end. Lachlan Robinson cependant est le pilote qui sera ici l'homme de la pole avec les couleurs du team Codes Racing pour ce pilote des Émirats Arabes Unis. C'est parti à l'instant pour faire chauffer naturellement les pneus, les moteurs. Les pilotes eux sont déjà bien chauds sous le casque. Sami Megetunif sera donc son adversaire de première ligne de la grille de départ avec les couleurs Karting Pro pour Sami Tour-Stalmans, numéro 53 sur la deuxième ligne de grille. Le Belge du EGP Racing Team est Alessandro Seronetti, numéro 96. L'Anglais du BKC Racing, Dick Yu, numéro 44, qui était également particulièrement convaincant ce matin. Le Hongkongais, très jolie sens de l'attaque, c'est l'un des représentants du Pierce Sexton Racing. Il a Constantin Reich, numéro 194, à ses côtés au niveau de la composition de la quatrième ligne. C'est l'un des représentants également des Émirats Arabes Unis. La quatrième ligne de grille de départ, nous allons l'ouvrir avec Liam Esmans de l'équipe managée par Toyn Esmans, le pilote belge qui a Daniel Trager en numéro 39 comme voisin au niveau de la composition de sa ligne. Le pilote danois complète la quatrième justement de ces lignes de grille de départ, alors qu'Alex Walker, l'anglais numéro 25, ouvre la cinquième ligne, voisin César Christiansen numéro 73. Pilote suédois, la ligne 6 avec Oriol Herrera numéro 66. L'Espagnol et Evan Mallet avec le numéro 42 du VDK Racing. Pilote français, alors que Luca Nurmi numéro 78, c'est le Finlandais, et Mattia Michelotto numéro 188 compléteront la 7e ligne de grille de départ. Dimitrov, Georgi et Vlad Lomko la 8e. Alex Brown, Alessio Fagone la 9e. Christian Wilken et Alexander Hartwig la 10e. Alessandro Tudiska, Enzo Giulier la 11e. William Nicolo, Roman Tunon la 12e. Noah Maton et Senna Eckers, la 13e ligne de grille de départ. Mattia Ingolfo, Tom Usan seront sur la 14e ligne de grille. Jamie Eman, Ioannis Lanzis sur la 15e, Joshua Torpi, Miromela sur la 16e, Benjamin Goeth et Sergio Rodriguez vont compléter cette grille de départ. Tout le monde apparaît, mon cher Chris, bien en place, reste à s'engager dans le bon couloir maintenant en vue du départ. 7 tours pour la manche qualificative X30 Junior, pilote A et E en piste.
Off we go then, 7 laps it is, and for the drivers to the inside, oh here we go, sorry, it's Sami Megetunif to the outside. On the inside of the grid there is Lachlan Robinson, and Lachlan Robinson from pole position is going to get the best start it seems, and he's going to lead the way, but down into turn 2, Alessandro Seronetti takes the lead early doors as we head into the turn number 3 and 4. Through the left-hander they go. It looks like everyone's made it through safely. One driver certainly delayed, but other than that, down to the hairpin, it's Seronetti leading Robinson. Seronetti defends, was the right thing to do. Robinson was certainly looking for the move, for the drivers to the outside of the road. So the likes of Serenetti, this is the last heat. And Serenetti down into the left-hander is going to get passed by Lachlan Robinson.
Lachlan Robinson qui a réussi à reprendre l'avantage avec un très bon départ d'Alessandro Seronetti. Mais l'homme de la pole, Lachlan Robinson, boucle en tête le premier tour. Et Sami Megetunif qui est à la 3e place, numéro 7. Et qui va tenter une attaque. Voilà, il fait l'intérieur avant le virage du bâtiment, le 24. Et passe de Sami Megetunif, 2e place, Lachlan Robinson.
Serenetti.
Ah là là.
Serenetti's crashed into two Stallmans there on the exit of turn 1. What a disastrous way to end the heats for Serenetti. Now we're going to have to try and recover from the back. As I said, in Group E is Serenetti. This is their last heat, their 7th and final heat for the likes of Robinson and Stallmans. They have one more heat later on today, but let's have a look at the replay. So he had been passed by Megetunif right to the outside, Serenetti, and as he was coming back across, Stallman was there. Neither of them wanted to give up any space for each other, and that led to the inevitable crash. Stallman's getting away with it okay, but Serenetti came off a lot worse and actually spun round.
On a vu les circonstances de l'accrochage avec Seronetti et Tur Stallmans à la sortie du virage du 24. Et pendant ce temps, Sam Megetunif est passé leader devant Lachlan Robinson. Ils ont réussi à se détacher de Dick Yu qui pour l'instant un peu isolé en 3e position. À la 4e place, c'est pour Constantin Reich qui devance en ce moment Arvan Mallet numéro 42 qui était parti depuis la 6e ligne de la grille de départ et qui effectue jusque-là un excellent début de course. Le banking passé à l'instant par Sami Megetunif, le leader, et Lachlan Robinson qui n'est peut-être pas assez prêt. Regardez comment Sami Megetunif s'écrase sur le volant pour gagner un maximum de vitesse de pointe, efficace au freinage. Il est pour l'instant au commandement, même si bien sûr Lachlan Robinson ne va rien lâcher. Il est juste derrière, et la 3e position pour DQ, numéro 44, le pilote hongkongais du Pierre Sexton Racing.
Sami Megetunif then doing a good job leading the way at the moment. He's already had one win yesterday, had a good race earlier as well, so Sami Megetunif trying to get what would be another win to add to 2 second places along with that. He'd only had one bad result yesterday, which was a non-finish, but this is a good way to recover. It would get him somewhere in the middle of the order, I'm sure, for the pre-final, give him a chance to get further forward before the main final tomorrow. As for Lachlan Robinson, a 2nd place would be a good result for him. He's had a couple of wins already this weekend, Lachlan Robinson, and has another heat coming up later on. So it's Megetunif leading from Robinson. Yu is in 3rd place, and it's Reich. Herrera is battling with the likes of Alex Walker and Evan Millet in 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th. Sorry, then it's Christensen, Traeger, Brown, Nurmi and Michelotto. 3 laps to go.
3 tours avant l'arrivée, Sami Megetunif résiste remarquablement aux assauts de Lachlan Robinson. Alors qu'ils arrivent maintenant dans le virage du chêne avant d'entamer la partie la plus sinueuse de ce circuit international de karting du Mans. Et Yu est toujours à la 4e place. Cray, Walker, Van Mallet pour l'instant apparaît dans le groupe des 10. Heureusement d'ailleurs, c'est Oriol Herrera qui suit le pilote français. Au passage dans la parabolique, pas de changement. Sami Megetunif résiste remarquablement à Lachlan Robinson. Voilà, regardez là encore, quitte même carrément à se mettre le casque au niveau des cuisses, tellement Sami Megetunif réussit. Il est très très souple à se baisser pour gagner en km/h et ça marche. Très belle démonstration, de nouveau le passage dans la ligne droite des stands. Naturellement, Lachlan Robinson aimerait bien en faire autant. Attention freinage dans le virage du 24. Et pas de changement là. Lachlan Robinson a beau être très très pressant derrière Sami Megetunif, il reste bel et bien leader. Attention cependant, avant le virage 3, il n'a pas réussi à passer Lachlan Robinson. Sami Megetunif reste la tête sur les épaules, parfois sur les cuisses, mais il est bien devant.
So it's Megetunif from Robinson then, and is DQ closing in on the 2 drivers ahead, I wonder. Gap just 1.2 seconds. He won't get involved though. It's going to be a straight fight between these two, I imagine, as we approach the flag. That's if Robinson wants to try and snatch the lead and the race win away from Megetunif. You in 3rd will be hoping that happens, as Constantin Reich will then in fourth place. Then it's Alex Walker having his best performance, and here we go, change of lead into the first corner on the last lap. Robinson takes the lead away from Megatunif. Sami Megatunif, should he have covered that one off? I certainly thought he would have, but Megatunif still has about half a lap to try and take this one back. I think he's a little bit concerned about you behind getting involved through the chicane. There you go, and it's still Robinson from Megatunif at the moment. Robinson looking over his shoulder. Started the weekend with a win in the very first X30 junior heat of the whole week, and Robinson looking over his shoulder all the way down the straight. Megatunif to the outside. Megatunif might get the run going through the last corner. Let's see, is it going to the right, through the left, Bruno?
Ouais, oui, c'est Megatunif qui essaie de reprendre la place de leader. Lachlan Robinson l'avait dépassé tout à l'heure, drapeau damier, et c'est finalement Lachlan Robinson qui a réussi à s'imposer. 153 millièmes d'avance sur Sami Megatunif. Allez, c'est quoi qu'il en soit une course remarquable pour Sami Megatunif, il faudrait vraiment le signaler. DQ termine en 3e position et la 4e place c'est pour Constantin Reich qui aura réussi lui à devancer Alex Walker, numéro 25 en 5e position. La 6e place pour Ervan Mallet à l'arrivée et une place encore derrière c'est Oriol Herrera en 7e position devant Brown et Mikel Otto.
Good win then, that for Robinson. Oh, and Daniel Traeger in the 39 going a little bit slowly as he came up to the second corner there. And everyone looking over just a little bit concerned. But, well, there's the result on screen. 13th through to 24th, you can see Alessandro Serenetti, 24th, not what he needed. I'd imagine he'd still be in the A final, but Alessandro Serenetti may be a little bit worried now, waiting for the rest of the results to finish. Daniel Traeger did finish down in 33rd, and I imagine just a little bit disappointed rather than anything more serious. But there we go, that's the replay of the two leaders across the line. Robinson took the lead going into the first corner from Megatunif on the last lap. Megatunif never really got the chance to try and retake that place from him. Did try, but well defended from Robinson. You was in third, Bruno.
Oui, la 3e place qui a été décrochée par DQ, le pilote hongkongais à l'arrivée. On a revu sur le replay il y a un petit instant les dernières longueurs avant le passage sur la ligne d'arrivée. Lachlan Robinson qui s'est finalement imposé sur Sami Megatunif. Voilà pour le résultat de cette première manche de l'après-midi.